can't just grow them crops no more in that land no more. Because the land is polluted. It's basically radioactive at this point, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because when you seen that man draw that stick through that water, it was fumes and chemicals coming up out of the water, man. That means what? The water is tainted. So that means it's in the soil. So it's not about to yield any fruit.
Yeah.
So like
imagine when it rains.
Nah, bro.
And it spreads.
It's only gonna be worse. Because now it's now it's running downhill. Now it's polluting all water. It's uninhabitable.
Hey,
Man. Exactly.
All you Edomites in East Palestine, motherfucking Ohio, go down to the Capitol building and do a real insurrection.
That's what I'm saying. Like
y'all need to band together and go down, you know, and confront your fellow Edomites, man.
Like,
that's how you get shit done.
You go on social media, and all these Edomites, they know. They know the plan. So, y'all just whining and crying. You're not doing anything about it. You know? So they need to get their asses up and start, you know, forming their militias and go back to what the Constitution says.
Yeah.
You know? And
I mean, is that another way of showing that the curse is on y'all? The fact that y'all supposed to be in power, y'all got the, you live by the sword, but yet your government is putting you in slavery, and you showing that you ain't got no might in your hand.
And every shooting is taking y'all guns.
Yeah.
Every school shooter or whatever's going on is taking Second Amendment Edomites guns. It ain't taking the illegal Jake guns. That ain't the issue. It's taking you citizens guns, and we know y'all got other stuff that ain't on the books. But they're trying to minimize the casualties in their war.
And the Edomite in America, he needs some of that Ukrainian money, man.
Yeah.
We never had shit here, so whatever. We don't need it. Fuck y'all. But the Edomite in America, he's the one that's in need right now too. Finally, he don't have nothing to rest on. You know?
Yeah, that's when you read Job 20, it talks about every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. A lot of that is these Edomites that have lost a lot over the past few years over these agendas that Esau been ushering in. So it's going to push them to go over the edge, and they're going to be the main ones in that insurrection spirit. To come to fall down from where they just were in society, and now they're crying out for the one of all things now. Esau can't handle that, man. He was just on his pedestal. So he gonna be the main one that's gonna want to force that spirit of rebellion. This is why a few years back they was pushing the narrative, watch out for white nationalism, white supremacy. They're the insiders of rebellion, this and that. It was them, and then it was of course us, or black identity extremists. There was a reason why they started with the Edomite militias first. They're the main ones that'll take it there. They're the forefront because this is their king. This is their world.
You got the most to lose.
Yeah. Their elites are doing them dirty.
They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Hey, this is actually gonna happen. This is not just written to scare you. No, this is reality. This is coming.
John Rambo that's gonna go off into be hunting deer, and for a little while. But how long will that last? It's not gonna last long.
The wicked are gonna flee. The wicked of our people are gonna try to flee too and hide out. Well, the Lord got something for you.
The animals just gonna migrate. That's what they're gonna do.
You go up there, you good.
They're gonna migrate because there ain't no water. The water got chemicals in it. The air is not breathable. So the animals, they just gonna migrate. And let's not forget, I'm sure that hospitals out there got something to, what's the word I want to use? Subside this, brother. I don't want to spell it. What's the other one?
What's that?
Lie dormant. Basically where it's going suppress to what? That's it. Suppress those symptoms of dealing with the chemicals in the air and in the water and all around. So you're gonna have to go to them for that. But this is the system that they're setting up, that you gotta go to them for everything.
Okay, and a lot of casualties are going to be what scares you people into taking these things. Okay, whether it's medically because of the pestilence, whether it's the lack of bread or lack of food, famine, okay, or just for the want of all things, to get back to regular life. You're going to go to them to have that sense of regular life.
Yeah.
That was the second 50, right?
Hey, real quick, I just came across this article, and it says East Palestine, Ohio rolled out digital ID announcements. So notice how convenient this all came to be.
That was 3 months.
Timing how they was rolling this out right before this incident
Yep.
happens. Showing you that Esau, he's always a step ahead. All these things be planned out.
Nothing by accident.
Nothing is never by accident. And problem, reaction, solution has always been his MO. All right. It says East Palestine, Ohio, was at the center of pilot program to track health problems.
And they just did the digital health ID. 5 days, they issued that 5 days before the train crash.
I was about to say the attack.
You know? And there's been other ones. There's been other cities, but that's the forefront of this thing. This man don't care about how does it go? If he won't be good to himself, to whom will he be good? He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? You got more on that, Art?
It says East Palestine ran a digital ID pilot program with the supposed intent of responding to emergency situations on January 29, 2023.
Yep.
The train derailment occurred just 5 days later.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yep. And we, you know, they always throw that buzzword out there, that buzz phrase, conspiracy theorist. It ain't a theory, man. You're doing this shit.
It's happening right in our face.
Conspiracy act.
Ain't that in the Illuminati card game too?
Yeah.
They got shit like that in there too.
Yep.
You know about chemicals.
Yep.
Like you just said, so it's a movie after this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
called White Noise.
White Noise.
Yeah, in
Well,
Ohio,
it's
man.
a comedy, and it's more of the interaction of the people, but that's what creates the interaction of the people. Because that's what the real experiment is at, to see how the people react to these situations. Will they run to the government for the help, or will they try to go out on their own and figure it out? Well, how you gonna figure it out when everything that you know to live off of is all contaminated?
Well, that's the experimental part of the lab, so to speak.
Yep.
You know, okay, well, or the project.
It's not building the maze for the rat. It's to see how the rat reacts in the maze.
Hey, this man, hey, we understand when the scripture says Ezekiel 28, it says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from you." Hey, this is how Esau gets down, man. He's real methodical, man. You know, he pays attention to the minds of men. Like when we go into the book of, I believe that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th
Down
chapter.
there right now, bro.
Yeah, come. You gonna grab that?
Yep.
Because this is what this devil does, man. We understand, hey, Yahweh Shemel sharpened men on the highways and hedges with the light on the right-hand side. You know, well, hey, he did the same with Esau on the left. Esau has the wisdom of the left.
What it say in Sirach, I think it's 39, all things, how's it go?
Yeah, I ain't talking about.
But it says, but the wicked turn evil for evil.
Oh, yeah, come
all
on.
of these things are possible, but the spirit of the man is how you use it. If you're righteous, we're going to use these things in a righteous way.
Yeah.
This information, these ologies, this knowledge in a righteous way. But if you're evil, you'll use it for evil. And that's what this man has done.
Yeah, for greed, for gain, rape, robbery, murder. Hey, John 8 Nick, man. Thief coming not but for to steal.
Oh, that's John
kill,
10.
It's like John 10 and 10. The thief coming not but for to steal, kill, and to destroy. What?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. I'm going to start up at verse 6, Salaki 16. It says, "For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship, in the wisdom of the Heavenly Father." Showing you that this is a blessing of the Heavenly Father with his dominion. That this man is set up in this time for a certain purpose and reason. All right? To do things on the left-hand side. It says how not to use wisdom. It says, for he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. This man searches out all this, right? The beginning, ending, and midst of time. And see, he don't have the gift of prophecy, so what does he do? He self-prophesies. He sets up shit, and then he prophesies like he's gonna make it come to pass.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it does it, he looks all powerful.
Predictive program.
Go.
It talks about how he will come with the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders.
Yep.
You know, so he has his own left-hand signs that he predicts.
Right.
You know, to try to play like he's a prophet. You know, all these World Economic Forum priests and prophets, you know, come into these meetings and simulating, you know, these different scenarios on, hey, what if this virus, you know, that'll take out millions of people? What if this comes? Or what if the attack on the grid happens and we have all these cyber attacks? What should we do? What alternative plans and prospects do we have? They do all these things, like it says in Psalms the 64th chapter. They meet together and they have these secret councils, man, on how to basically, how to set traps and snares and to basically just be a fucking cancer to the earth, man.
Right. And mainly how to control and destroy the people.
Like an article posted an article like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Basically, even with the epidemic, you know, all the variants, you know, they were all made in the lab, and we saw prescribed them basically like waves, man. You know? So we know how this devil gets down, man.
Yeah, he needs certain things to take place by a certain time to keep his agenda moving forward.
Yeah, to keep it as his truth.
A little more on this. It says, in the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons. What's the other one in Daniel?
Change times, laws.
Motherfucker using it wrong. You know, abusing it. It says the circuits of years and the positions of stars. He lines up his left-hand magic with the heavenly stars up there.
He has his doomsday clock.
Yep.
That's where you get the zodiac.
Yep.
You know, all Roman gods.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those great constellations.
Yep.
They also work with it's like they know on certain particular days when certain alignments happen, and the scriptures talk about different constellations, like in Job you got Orion, and other constellations.
Orion, yeah.
And Esau actually works with that on the left hand side, and it creates a synergy between them, the alignments, the CERN portal that they open up, and they deal with them left hand spirits, man, them demons. That's why the scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we're up against, man.
We don't mean in a higher rise. We're talking about in a highly spiritual, wicked spiritual level. No more. It says the nature of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of men. That's what we're talking about.
The mental of men, man. Esau understands how you're going to react to certain situations. He knows, if I pollute the land, you know, and start a famine, and the first place they're going to go to is the grocery store. They know it's still food in there for the moment.
Yep.
You know, he knows that it's going to take a moment for you to plant and receive increase of that field. You know, so he attacks the points in which the public are already directed to, man.
Yep.
You know, where they're prone to going. You know, their first reaction.
Why do you think, if you look in America particularly in the big cities, there's no land to grow anything. So what do they have you? But even if you go to the grocery store, you're not even cooking. You're going straight to fast food restaurants. The drive-thru is the new dinner table in America. So they know once they cut them drive-thrus off, famine has begun. So that's all. And people don't even realize we're in a nutrient famine. There's no nutrients in that food. That's why they're already chemically inducing you to do certain things by putting subliminal messages in the idiot box just got you thinking like, got you not thinking like.
Yeah.